Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a review on this AnkerWork M650 wireless microphone by Anker. Now this first part of this video, I am going to be using the Rode Wireless Go 2 microphone, but I'm going to tell you when I'm going to switch over to this because I want to show you and talk about these, but then I'm actually going to start using them and you'll hear the audio. Yeah, so first off, I really do like these. This is the case and it takes USB-C. That's what you're going to charge them with. Now, when you open this up, it automatically turns everything on. So it turns both of these on. You just take them out, take this out. And then when I close this, it turns that one off. So it knows that I'm not using that one. Then it only turns one microphone on. But if I keep both of them out of the box, it'll turn both on. Now, I got these little adapters here. One's for iPhone and one's for Samsung phones. So this is the receiver. It does have a little cold shoe that you can slide this into a cold shoe mount, USB-C on the side. We've got audio out because it's going to receive it. It's going to receive it from this and then it's put it out to your phone. But you can also use these little adapters. So let's try the iPhone adapter. So you're going to start at the unlock position. Again, you can put this either way. And you're going to turn it to the lock position. So again, you're going to turn it to the lock position. You'll kind of hear it snap. That's in the lock position. I can have it go this way or that way. Now I can plug this directly into my iPhone. There's how it looks and fits. Again, you got to be really careful at this point. Now you do have to say that this is headphones. You will not be able to use the microphone. You'll be able to use the speaker. So if you try to play a video with this connected, it's not going to come through. The speakers on the iPhone. So this is the transmitter. This is what you're going to put on your shirt. Now I do like that this is magnetic, and that is a very, very strong magnet that you can put through your shirt. So you don't necessarily have to use the clip. You can just put it on your shirt and then use the magnet to go from the inside of your shirt. Or you can use this clip here. It does rotate to different positions. You're just going to rotate it. Now there's the microphone. You can use a lapel mic right there. You're going to push it in. And there is a power button and a mute button. Now it does come with interchangeable. Since I've got two of these, I could give a different color to each one to know which one was which channel. And you're simply going to kind of grab that, and you might have to use some kind of rubber to kind of grab that and kind of rotate that off a little bit. Okay, so getting back to this, the receiver, again, I can put this as USB-C. I could also use this for a Samsung phone and plug it into USB-C. But there is another feature. I could use this and plug this into my audio. But I'm not going to use that. I use a USB-C cable. I like to connect this to my Samsung phone using the USB-C cable. Okay, so let's go over the receiver. Now you're going to get different functions by swiping. So swipe left. We've got the microphone. We can mute it if we want. Transmitter 1, we can start recording, and we can change the dB level, up or down. If we swipe right, that's transmitter 2. Swiping left is transmitter 1. If we swipe up, we can sync the settings. So if you want the same settings to go for each one, let's swipe down. This is the noise reduction. So it comes in low. You can turn the noise off, or you can go to high. I like it in low right there. And soundtrack, mono or stereo. If you're in left, right, one of these will be left and one will be right. See how it's got left and right? But let's go back. I like mono because I'm only using one microphone right now. Now if you press the power button, it locks the screen. Okay, so if you press this button right here, the power button, it locks the screen. And you'll see a little lock icon up there. And you won't be able to do anything. Just press this button one more time. That little lock icon goes away. And now I can press. I like that I have battery status. And I have real-time gain. Okay, so now let's start using this for the audio. So from this point on, the audio will be coming from the Anker. Okay, so now the audio is coming from the AnkerWork. I've got it set to 0 dB gain. It does come with a really nice quick start guide. We've got these cattails you can put over if you're out in the wind. Now here's how I connected it to my Samsung phone. I've got this little Rode cable this SC16, which is just USB-C to USB-C. I plug it in. This is a Samsung S21, but right now what I'm using is an S22. I've got this plugged in, and I've got this other end plugged into the receiver part. Yeah, so this other end is plugged into the receiver part, and then when I'm recording a video, I can adjust the gain on the receiver, and it will adjust the gain in the video. Yeah, on the Samsung phone, I really couldn't get, like using this cable, like I had a little adapter that went to headphone jack, and I tried using that. I couldn't get this to work with the receiver, but I got this to work. So plugging this into the side of that USB-C port on the receiver right to your Samsung phone, this works really good. And that's exactly how I use the Rode Go 2 wireless. I put the USB-C port right into my Samsung phone. The receiver plugs right into each. Okay, so let's put the wind noise reduction device on. It's going to go into the lapel mic port, and then just a little clip on the other side. So just kind of be careful with it. Don't get any of that fur down in there, but push it in, and it does snap in. So yeah, there's what it looks like. Okay, so let's go outside. It's really windy out, and let's see how the noise reduction works and how it sounds outside. Okay, so I'm outside right now. It's really windy. I've got the wind sock on the device, but I've got it in low as far as noise reduction. Okay, so now let's turn the noise all the way off. So now noise reduction is off, and again, it's really windy, and we're going to try this with another noise also. Okay, so now let's go to high. Okay, so I've got noise reduction on high. Again, really windy today. Let's just see how it's doing. If I get in here out of the wind, it's a little bit nicer maybe. Again, really windy. Let's go to noise reduction, medium or low. Okay, so I'm back to noise reduction on low. So now let's get out of the wind and let's have a loud noise. Okay, so I'm in the garage out of the wind, but I got my truck running. It's really noisy. And this is on low. And I'm talking right into the microphone. Okay, so I just switched it to high. Now the noise reduction's on high. How's it? The truck did quiet down a little bit. Let's go to noise reduction off. Okay, noise reduction is off now. And how's the sound? Let's go back to noise reduction. Okay, so when I first got it, I did have to go to my desktop and download this AnkerWork and install an update. So the little, and you're going to connect the whole charging station with all the 3 devices installed. You're going to connect that to your computer and do an update to it. Now again, when you're using this, the only way to charge these 2 devices, the transmitters, is with this. Now you can charge the receiver with a USB-C cable, but it also charges with this case. Okay, so I'm back to using the Rode microphone for this audio, but I just want to show you, this is how I have it set up. Again, I got a USB-C cable running from here to here, and then the audio will come into your Samsung phone, and if I adjust the dB level, it does adjust on here, as far as with the sound will go up and down. And then I've got the transmitter, so I've got the transmitter on my shirt. It's transmitting from here. This is the receiver, and it comes in here. Again, I just couldn't get this cable to work with a Samsung phone, but I did get both of these to work. These work really well with iPhone, you know, plugging that right into there and not having a cable, but it can be a little, you know, you've got to be just kind of careful with it. That could break off a little bit, but if you're careful with it, it does work really well. And same with the USB-C here. Yeah, the manual that comes with it, it's pretty good, but it doesn't talk about running a USB-C cable to your Samsung phone from there into your input on your Samsung phone. So it doesn't talk about that, but that actually works. And I did not have to do anything to the settings. When you press record, it'll say recording audio through USB-C mic. So make sure you see that. Now it talks about if you want to power them off, say you got them out of the case and you want to power them off, you're going to hold that for 2 seconds. And that'll power off the receiver or the transmitter. Now you do have an LED light on the transmitter, and there's what all it means. You know, if it's red, that means it's muted. If it's flashing, that means it's pairing. Solid's connected. Flashing means it's disconnected. So I am very happy with this. I do think the audio quality is really good. And I like being able to put this on my shirt wherever. Sometimes you're kind of limited as far as where you can put this. You know, it has to be when you're just using the clip. But being able to use that magnetic part really does help out. So I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.